What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Realistic Room of the Wrexham. This is episode number 54, and after a small hiatus, we're back with the series. Sorry, apologies, work has just been crazy busy right now, but I'm looking to get the series back on track, and what a big episode we got coming up for you today. As you can see, Umair Khan and Josh's comments there, they suggested it right at the start of this season, season 3, let's do player awards, and that's exactly what we're going to kick off with today. So we're going to be doing three nominees, three nominations, sorry. Player of the year, player of the season, young player of the season, and signing of the season. And this will all be decided by you in the comments. So make sure you comment down below. If you've been watching the series, drop a comment on who you think should win those awards, because I love this. I love this suggestion because I know the game does player of the season, but I like this being more personal. You guys decide who you think your specific players deserve those awards. So let's run through them. Player of the season, of course, can be anyone, so that can be based on just straight up stats. Whoever has the best stats, whoever's grown the most ratings potentially. Who've just been impressed with this season, whether it's someone in goal, someone up front, bagging loads of goals. That is open for debate. Now, young player of the season, there will be nominees. And I felt like young player of the season, we should probably cap it at like 22, I want to say. Maybe make that the max. So the 4 players we're looking at young player of the season are Alfie Devine, Alex Lowry, Jewison Bennett, and Rocco Vata. All been fantastic players. 3 of those obviously came in this season, and they will all be up for signing of the season as well. But Devine has just been fantastic in midfield. He's marshalled the midfield. We've dropped him into a deeper role this season, into a centre mid role. But he's just been phenomenal in that centre mid position. Alex Lowry has been great. He was a fantastic free signing. Really stepped up when Jewison Bennett actually got injured and took that role very nicely indeed. So he's been phenomenal as well. Jewison Bennett has been a star. Obviously, he missed 3 months through a broken toe injury, but he has been fantastic, and he's one of our joint highest rated players, along with this man here, Rocco Vata, who is the 4th candidate for young player of the season. Another brilliant signing off the free agency market. He's grown. He's actually our highest valued player as well. Rocco has been great on that right wing role. And then signing of the season, we start at the back. Big Wes Foderingham, down 2 ratings, but he has been great in goal. We brought him in as someone who's got bags of championship experience, and I think he has been a massive factor as to why we aren't in a relegation scrap right now. 7 clean sheets this season. Wes is up for signing of the season. Second nominee, Luke Chambers, brought him in at left back. Again, brought in from the free agency market. Played as a backup to Mendy, but I think he's done very well since coming into that position. Potential replacement for Mendy long term, and he's gone up 2 ratings to 70. Also chipped in with a couple goals and assists as well. Then we have Will Fish. Struggled a bit this year, Will Fish, in his first year with the club. Only 2 clean sheets in the 25 games he's played, but still been fairly solid for us. So he is up for signing of the season. Obviously, everyone that we have signed this year will go up for a nomination. Another signing, James Milner, who is our most recent addition to the club, only came in January. So to be fair, if he wins this award, fair enough. Now 40 years old, a player for the history books. James Milner has been great since he came in as well. Grabbed a late winner, I think it was at Barnsley, didn't he? And then involved in a couple goals as well. So yeah, he's been fantastic. And then a few players who are also up for young player of the season, up for signing of the season as well. Alfie Devine, as we mentioned before, exciting prospect, up 3 ratings to 73. Brought him in from the French league in Lille. He was the only player we actually signed with cash. Everyone else was brought in off the free agency market. But Devine's been phenomenal this year. Then we touch on Alex Lowry again, the 22-year-old, up 2 ratings to 72. Like we said, filled in brilliantly when Jewison Bennett was injured, and actually scored a hat-trick at Blackburn, I think it was as well. So a very versatile player as well, can play centre attacking mid or on the wing. And then the last nominee, Rocco Vata, who again, the young Irishman, has been phenomenal on that right wing. So get your comments in right now. Who do you vote as your player of the season, your young player of the season, and your signings of the season? Let me know in the comments, please. Get those comments in. But as we look at the fixtures for today in episode 54, the penultimate episode of this season, you will see us face Cardiff, Sunderland, and Plymouth away. And then obviously episode 55 will be rounding off season 3. So we're kicking off with the Welsh Derby. Obviously not much to play for. We're in 14th right now. Cardiff 1 place behind us. There is still something to play for. It's just local rivalry, local bragging rights, and we're unbeaten in Welsh derbies this season. We won the first 2, beat Cardiff at home, beat Swansea as well. So I'd love it if we could go, if we can make it 3 wins from 3 against our Welsh rivals. That would be a real statement, as we complete our first season in the Championship. Well, as you can see there, Paul Mullin, top scorer this season, 22 goals, going for his 3rd consecutive golden boot in a 3rd different league. Hopefully he can bring it home. As for the team itself, Vata and Chambers are in. As we mentioned, Vata up to 75 rating now. He's been class. And Chambers in at left back. Well, it would be the host that would take an early lead. Honestly, just pouncing on our defensive vulnerabilities. Mate driving through the middle, ripping apart Fish and Earl, and then slotting it past Fotheringham to give the hosts a very early lead indeed. In Cardiff, well, our press would be high as we look to capitalise on a potential mistake. Ball one back here, and Paul Mullins through. Can he equalise? PM10. Oh, his shot crashes off the bar. But you love to see that, though. The high press was phenomenal there. We had about 4 players pressing 2 there. As Paul Mullins put through again here, just on the stroke of half-time. But the touch is so baggy. Oh, Paul, that was a huge chance. We'll head into the break here. 1-0 down. Can we turn it around? Well, into the second half, Chambers involved. Brought into the side today, and he grabs an assist. Paul Mullin, what a finish as well. Acrobatic from PM10 as he grabs his 23rd of the campaign. Beautiful finish. Am I underplaying it? Is that a potential goal of the season? I'm not too sure. Let me know. Obviously, Rocco Vata has dominated that category this year with 2 goal of the season contenders. But a very good finish from Paul Mullin. As Vata, as just mentioned, he plays a 1-2 with Mullin. Played back to PM10. And on the hour mark, we take a 2-1 lead. And we've grabbed 2 goals in the space of 5 minutes. Mullin with his 24 for the season. And we aren't done there. Alfie Devine is found inside the box. And with just over 10 minutes to go, it looks like we've wrapped this one up. And what a comeback it was as well in Cardiff. 1-0 down at the break, but playing well. We score 3 goals in 25 minutes. And a chance for a 4th here. Mullin finds Bennett, but a fantastic save, to be fair, from the Cardiff keeper. And then deep into injury time, can Cardiff grab a consolation? No, they can't. It's cleared out. And Wrexham start off the episode with a fantastic win. And that isn't the first time you've heard that. Yes, you're not hearing deja vu. We seem to have a really frustrating mould where we'll win our opening game and then we'll fail to win any of the following games. We're actually looking to avoid a 4th straight episode of that happening. I want to break this trend right now. It's great that we start off with a win. I absolutely love that, but then we fail to win any of the remaining games. And that is why we're in the position we are, 14th right now, not competing for anything, but not threatened by relegation. And that was the goal at the start of the season. So we're very happy with where we are right now. As we see here, a loan bid comes in for Lloyd Thomas, the goalkeeper in from Exeter. Will be accepting that one. Very happy for him to go out on loan and get some first-team experience next season. And then Real Valladolid comes in for Patrick Roberts. Patrick Roberts obviously wants to go now. He requested a transfer. I'm happy for him to go as well. And despite him having played in the Spanish league back in, I think it was 2018, 2019, a loan at Girona. So it's not the most unrealistic thing for him to go back to Spain. I actually do reject this. I feel like he'll probably want to stay more local. We'll head into the second game of the episode, and it would be the Black Cats, Sunderland, visiting the racecourse ground. Sunderland 11th right now, but not making the playoffs, barring a numerical miracle. That's a tongue twister. A win takes us above them and ends their slim hopes of reaching the postseason. So let's see if we can make it 2 wins on the bounce and right some wrongs, because we lost 2-0 to Sunderland on the opening day at the Stadium of Light. It was a poor performance, and they very much humbled us and welcomed to the Championship in a rough way. So yeah, let's see if we can turn this one around. Well, we actually do get off to a really good start. Eminem, that lethal duo, Mendy to Mullin, as Mullin grabs his 25th of the season, 24 minutes in, we grab a 1-0 lead, a header from a corner. Goalkeeper definitely should have done better, though. He'll be annoyed. He came for the cross and then was in no man's land. Well, Jewison Bennett had the perfect chance to grab a goal against his former side, but for a very good save from the keeper, and then came an absolute barrage of corners. The Sunderland keeper once again making up for the earlier error for the goal, but then he makes another blunder. Paul Mullin grabs his and our second of the game. 37 minutes in, Alfie Devine with a wicked corner whipped in, and the keeper came for it, didn't come for it, and then he actually got two strong hands onto the ball, but it still crept in. He'll be fuming at the first half he's had. And then Sunderland on the stroke of half-time would half the deficit. They've had nothing all game, but all of a sudden they are within a goal. But going into the second half, we continue to dominate this one. And Josh Earl grabbing his first goal of the season. Once again, the keeper having another howler. He's been coming for these crosses and been absolutely nowhere, as we see the goal line technology just inches over the line before the Sunderland player cleared it out. But it was a goal. The referee's watch went off, and Wrexham restore their 2-goal lead. And that would be all she wrote. Back-to-back 3-1 wins for Wrexham. Back-to-back wins. We break the curse of winning the opening game and then not winning once again. So very good response there. And that's the first time we've had back-to-back wins since December. So 4 months we've gone. That just shows the inconsistencies we've had this season. Win one, lose one. That has been our story pretty much. But yeah, very happy with that. Back-to-back braces for Paul Mullin, and 7 in his last 3 as he chases the golden boot. And strangely enough, all 3 goals came from 3 corners. We absolutely dominated in that aspect, which was something that we've actually done really well in the first 2 seasons. I feel like this year we weren't as dominant in corners. We weren't scoring as much. The M&M effect wasn't as proficient, but towards the back end of the season we have grabbed some goals from corners, and 3 today means it is back-to-back wins. Very happy with that one indeed. As we see here, third game of the episode is Bournemouth, the Cherries, who are flying right now. You would have seen their form in the bottom right-hand corner. 5 wins on the bounce. They're currently sat in second, and Sheffield United lost to Watford, so anything but defeat for the Cherries sees them go top with 4 games to go. So we've got nothing to play for. They've got absolutely everything to play for. I wonder if that will come through in the play. Well, the visitors will dominate the early proceedings, and Traore, after I thought he was way offside, but that looks like it was Rocco Vatu who was just wandering around keeping everyone on, and Traore would punish us and grab the first goal of the game. Bournemouth continues to dominate this half, and forcing Wes into plenty of saves before Billing would find a Traore, who would grab his and Bournemouth's second goal of the game just before the half-time break. Big goal that, and a bit of a killer for us. At the half-time break, we actually brought on 17-year-old Elliot Cox, who is on the bench today, and he makes his first appearance for the club. With us not having much to play, I'm happy to play some of the kids and get them some game time. Elliot Cox looks like a decent attacker, and we gave him some minutes. But Bournemouth would soon grab a third and a fourth goal in the second half before Max Aarons would... I mean, this was just unfortunate. You know, you have a shot, it's saved by the keeper, and then they get the rebound. Very annoying, but despite getting absolutely dominated, the little spells I saw from Elliot Cox, he actually looks like a bit of a live wire on the ball, so look out for him in the coming seasons. But full-time 5-0, fair enough. Bournemouth, they showed their class, they flexed their muscles, and they go top of the table. We actually had a very dominant display at Bournemouth earlier in the season, the reverse fixture. We beat them 4-3, but Patson Daka grabbed a couple of goals in injury time to sort of make the result look a lot more respectable. We dominated them in their backyard. They dominated us in ours. And as you can see the table there, 3 games to go. They are top by 2 points. Sheffield United had an unassailable lead a few months ago, but the Cherries have caught them up and are now top of the table. We fall to 13th after that heavy defeat. The 4th time this season we've conceded 5 goals in the game as well, which is very painful. We need to sort out our defence in the off-season. You would have seen there as well, we converted Ethan Allen from centre forward to cam, and he went up 3 ranks to 59, so we'll be looking to loan him out next season. And we promote Scott Jones, Dexter Heath, and Dexter Nicholson to the senior squad to send them out on loan as well. I'm going to try and get loads of our youth academy out on loan next season, get them playing, get their minutes in, and hopefully get their ratings up as well. Well, into the fourth and final game of the episode, and it would be Plymouth on the road. We won against the Pilgrims back in September as part of a 3-match winning streak. We haven't actually been able to replicate that for the remainder of the season, hence why we're mid-table and not fighting for anything. But Plymouth, on the other hand, are fighting for their lives, above the drop zone on goal difference, just 1 goal ahead of Ipswich right now. So every result matters with them, with 3 games to go. They're in decent form as well, actually. They're really giving themselves a great chance. In their last 4, they've won 2, drawn 2. So they are flying right now, really looking good. And they would grab the early goal here. Well, I say early goal, actually. It was a few minutes before half-time. Tyreek Wright capitalising on a rare Wes Foderingham blunder, actually. He completely misjudged the flight of the ball. And Wright has a tap in for 1-0. Well, Elliot Cox would be in the side today. We'd sub him off at half time. And he actually had a fantastic chance to give us level and grab his first senior goal. Unfortunately, the keeper made a fantastic save. And then with about 20 minutes to go, Wright again grabs the second goal of the game, his second goal. And, well, Paul Mullin. When Paul Mullin's missing one-on-ones like that, you know it's time to to throw in the towel. And fair play to Plymouth. They are fighting for their lives right now. A priceless 3 points for them as they make it undefeated in 5, by the way, for the Pilgrims. That is a fantastic run as they look to survive a relegation dogfight. Tyreek Wright with the double, Plymouth with the win, and we fall short today. But it wasn't a bad episode, to be honest. You know, back-to-back wins followed, I guess, by back-to-back defeats. So a bit of a mixed bag, but was still, you know, we're 2 games to go. We're 14th right now. We're going to finish mid-table. If we could finish top half, I'd be very happy with that. As you see, Plymouth there, 3 huge points, which takes them 3 points above above the drop zone, although Ipswich do have a game in hand. So the relegation scrap is going to go down to the wire. But that'll be it for today's episode, guys. Please do comment your player of the season, young player of the season, signing of the season. Those awards are completely and utterly up to you in the comments. So make sure you comment which players you think deserve to win those awards, and maybe tell me why as well. I'd be very interested to know. I obviously have my idea of who I think deserve those awards. I'd love to know your opinions as well. So please do comment. Drop a like on the video if you are enjoying it. As we see, Bournemouth, I think, dropped points at Sheffield United 1, so they are tied with 2 games to go. That title battle is going all the way to the wire. But yeah, starting 14th, we're going to wrap up Season 3 in the next episode. Please do leave a comment, drop a like on the video, and sub to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in episode 55 very soon.